My dad, who is in the audience today and surprised me being on the video. Thanks for coming, Dad. He told me when I was younger, something that really caught on with me. He said, whether it's sports or music or business, always surround yourself with people better than you. And I got to tell you, it turns out that's something that comes really easy to me. As you can tell. I played sports forever, still play sports. In rugby, I was coached by and played with a man who was one of the best rugby players in the country, represented the United States in World Cup play, and he made me a much better rugby player than I would have ever been had I done it on my own. I was born into a very musical family. Most of us play. Four generations now. My mom's a great singer. She's got a beautiful alto voice. Thank you for being here tonight too, Mom. My son Connor is a great drummer and a phenomenal bass player, and Con is not going to work and flew in from Denver to be here tonight. My son Corey, who is skipping class at PG as we speak, he's a phenomenal guitar player and piano player. And next to my brother Chris, they're probably the best musicians in the family, and they've all made me a much better musician. But much more than sports and music, I've really benefited the most from the people I've been able to surround myself with professionally, and especially with the folks that are part of the BusinessVoice family. There's way too many to list individually here tonight, and I'm sure you'll be happy for that. But there are three I do want to recognize who are here. The first is Valerie Likens. She is our Director of Account Management and Fulfillment. And Val, 18 years ago, how many years ago? 18 years ago or so, she came on board as an office assistant. And now she literally runs the place. But she constantly complains that she doesn't want to be promoted anymore because she doesn't want to move offices anymore. She's tired of moving her office. And some people have referred to Val as my work wife. And as wifely relationships, sometimes we argue. But I can honestly say that I never remember an argument that lasted more than 5-10 minutes at the most. And obviously it helps when she always realizes I'm right. But she's a dedicated, more loyal, more dedicated lady you'll never find. Steve Timofeev is our Director of Operations at BusinessVoice and my partner at WebArt. And I've always been a little wary of partners. I don't give up control of decision-making very easily, trust me. But with Steve, it's worked out extremely well. We complement each other. He is technical, he's operations-oriented, he works in the business, and because I'm more conceptual and strategic, it allows me to work on it, and that works out great. He's hardworking, he's fair, and he's a great guy. A lot of people don't know that Steve is also Joe Metzger's brother-in-law. And I understand Joe's not here tonight. Where's the Metzger table? There you are. I want you to take this message back to Joe. Steve, his brother-in-law, kicked cancer's butt. And I know everybody in this room know Joe's going to kick cancer's butt too. There is no question in my mind, especially with as competitive as the two of them are. But what I am questioning is if he's going to be able to sport that Kojak look as well as Steve did. You got to admit, Steve looked good with no hair, and I cannot wait to see Joe bald. Most of you in this audience, over the years, have come to know the genius that is Scott Gregory. He is the creative director for BusinessVoice, and he's the heart and soul of our company. He's the director of the customer experience. He's a brand ambassador like no other. He's an unrelenting perfectionist, a mentor, a teacher, and he's the best writer I've ever known. Scott's also very, very funny, especially at work. And he was hysterical in our early years. But we grew bigger and we needed an HR department, and now he's just not as funny. But these people and many others like them helped me take an idea and with $5,000 start a company with one part-time employee that provided a service that nobody had ever heard of, didn't know what it was. In fact, there were only 5 companies in the world at that time providing what we were providing, and none of us learned about the other until many, many years later. But we took that company, which started 23 years ago, in a converted horse stall that was attached to my garage, and we grew it into an agency whose 15 point-of-entry marketing services, without the aid of any traditional media whatsoever, are now heard, seen, or smelled by millions and millions of people every single day. You can tell I truly enjoy creating and building. I'm passionate about marketing. I love the people I work with, and I'm humbled by this honor. So, to my dad, my mom, and Mom, if tonight you get into conversations and my name comes up, please don't believe everything you hear. Especially with this group. They're all in advertising, for goodness sake. But anyway, to my mom, my dad, my sons, my colleagues, my team, all the people we've been fortunate to be able to work with and work for over the years, and to the many marketing professionals, many of whom are in this room tonight, who have been fellow pioneers and collaborators and partners, clients, friends, even competitors. To everybody we've ever been able to surround ourselves with, I want to thank you all for helping us raise our game. Thank you very much.